Shay Russell from mining.com.au, and just telling me an incredible story about the Orient project up in Queensland is Donald Garner, Managing Director of Eltani Resources. I didn't even check that fact before we kicked off today. How you going, mate?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure.
It's always a pleasure to talk to you, Shay.
Well, this is just it. You're more than happy to sit here and nerd out over the rocks with me. So, of course, I'm just going to let you go on. All right, you have some seriously exciting things happening
Yes, we do.
up at Orient West, where there we go. Now, I think probably one of the most important things you said in that conversation is that you are down the hole at the moment with a diamond drill, I believe.
Yeah.
But you don't know what you're going to find.
So
in a good way.
Yeah. So we're drilling this deep diamond hole at Orient West.
Mm-hmm.
The deep diamond hole is testing the down dip extension of the Orient West epithermal system.
Yep.
Then going for the porphyry copper at depth. The hole length is planned to be 800 meters. So we were 257 meters down the hole as at the morning of the 18th of June, yesterday. When I spoke to Eric, our exploration manager, a few hours ago, he said, as of this morning, we're 290 meters down the hole because we're doing day shift, night shift. So we're now entering the interesting part of the hole.
Yeah.
And it's
the part geos live for.
Well, and hopefully our shareholders as well. But
yes.
Now we're in the projected down dip zone of the veining at Orient West, the veining we're drilling in the shallow RC. Mm-hmm. So hopefully we will be cutting that.
Yep.
Then once we pass through the veining, we're going to go into the area of the deeper mag anomaly, mm-hmm. which could be representative of the porphyry system at depth. Anyway, as a board, we're going up to site next Sunday. Mm-hmm. So we're flying up to Cairns and driving from Cairns to Herberton. So we'll be on site on Monday. So we get to look at the core, and I can nerd out with Eric, our geo, over the core, because by then we should have a really good idea of what's in the hole.
For everybody listening, the reason geos get so excited about seeing what's in the core and nerding out what's in the core is because these are the first time these rocks have been seen, and it's confirmation of concept, isn't it?
It is. So we've got this concept, this hypothesis about what we're going to see, and when they're pulling the inner tube up and they get the tube out and they open it up and get the core out of the tube, like you say, you're the first person ever to see this core, and you're looking at the whole core going, is this what we expected? Is this what we modeled? Usually it's like, glass half empty, glass half full. Usually it's like, this isn't what we expected, but sometimes it is, and sometimes it's better. So you're really looking at the core thinking, what does it mean? What does it mean for us? What does it mean for the deposit? And also, what does it mean for our shareholders?
First of all, I love to see an MD enthusiastic about what's coming out of the ground, because that's a really important indicator. Because you're taking shareholders on this journey to solve the puzzle along the way.
Yeah, they've invested their money in our company, and so far, today I haven't checked, but I think we closed at 32 cents today. So we seed round at 10 cents, seed round at 15 cents. We IPO'd in June at 20 cents. So we've delivered a good return for our shareholders to date, but we want to do more.
Yep.
We believe Orient is Australia's most exciting silver indium discovery, and as we drill it, that will become apparent. So we've just finished an RC drilling program at Orient. We've released 3 results so far, where we stepped out 550 meters to the northeast. We've got another 7 holes to release. Those holes are back towards the core of Orient West. So this is the area where we should be seeing really good, thick, higher grade mineralization. Plus, we're drilling the area where we got the record indium result earlier this year. Mm-hmm. So hopefully we'll have some great results there for our shareholders. Plus, as we spoke about, we're currently drilling this deep diamond hole.
Yep.
Just everything going on the news flow front at the moment.
Yeah, look, you got a lot of rigs in the ground, you got a lot of holes and core samples coming out. Yeah. Tell me, when do we get to see the assay results? Because I feel like you're taking all of us on this journey with you.
Well, the 7 holes that are pending, they're currently in ALS at Townsville. They're being prepped and assayed as we speak. So we put 2 batches in, batch of 4 holes, batch of 3 holes, batch of 4 holes went in first. So subject to ALS, we should see the assay results in the next 2-3 weeks. With the diamond hole, if we've got to finish the diamond hole, that will be finished hopefully by the end of June. Log the core, cut the core, so you cut the core in half, send half to assay, you keep half. So we'll see there.
Listen, now I know I could sit here and talk about rocks with you for ages because we have in the past. But let's just bring everybody a step back. We've got quite technical. Let's talk about some of the absolute basics of the Herberton project before we run out of time today, because I know those drinks are going to start soon. It's been a long day for both of us.
Okay.
You talked about being Australia's most exciting silver indium deposit. I believe Iltani happens to have two of the largest indium resources in Australia.
Yes, we do.
That is phenomenal to begin with. But you've also got traces of copper, or more than traces of copper.
Well, we've got copper. We've got a copper target up at Herberton, in the Herberton project, Isabel Extended. 8 meters at 3.3% copper from, I think, 190 meters downhole. That was drilled in the 80s, never been followed up. Northern Base Metal, Fruehurst, Mount Mist, they're copper targets. We've got copper ground south of the Devlin Creek project, held by QML, Queensland Mines in central Queensland. Plus, we've got some ground in Tassie. We've just applied for some more ground in Tassie, which has got copper potential. So while we're advancing Orient, we're still doing other stuff in the background.
Yeah.
And we're trying to, we, like everyone else, we believe in the long-term outlook for copper, so we're trying to increase our shareholders' exposure to copper. But it's myself, Eric, and some consultant geologists and fieldies. So currently we're focused on Orient because that's where we believe we can create the best value for our shareholders.
Listen, Iltani Resources has some incredible wins in their sales right now. You're looking for all the right metals that are important to the energy transition. The Queensland government in particular is quite explorer friendly. Listen, there is a great story unfolding here. Super jealous that you're going to see those core samples in the coming weeks.
Well, let's hope they're good.
You've been smiling while you're talking about them.
No. I mean, it's like, you have to be an optimist or you wouldn't drill the holes.
Good point.
So, let's hope they're good. But, it will give us more information about Orient West, the down dip extension of the veins, and we'll also have a better understanding of what's at depth. So when you look at the Orient system, we've got 4 or 5 square kilometers of veining, alteration, mineralization. So that's a lot of fluid and a lot of metal that's passed through these rocks. And this fluid and metal has to have come from somewhere. And the question is, can we find where it's come from? And if we can find where it's come from, I think that'll be a great win for our shareholders.
I think it will be too. Donald, I'm going to have to leave it there today.
Nice.
Great conversation, mate. I can't wait to see what's coming out next.
Neither can we. And thank you for your time.